Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This morning, last night, during the night between the 8th and the 9th of March, the Russians conducted a massive missile attack on Ukraine again with 81 missiles, out of which 6 were Kinzhal hypersonic missiles. So the Ukrainians just looked at them, and then supposedly, I didn't know that, they can't, the Ukrainians can't hit, can't destroy, can't blow up the S-300. They said that there were 13 launched by the Russians, and they were just, another one is going, man, what are we doing? They would just watch them. I didn't know that. I made a video a minute ago regarding that. In this video I have some articles from the Ukrainian side telling us of the destruction of those of this massive missile attack from Russia. The Ukrainians claim that they downed 34 missiles out of 48, but then on the other hand they say the Russians launched 81 missiles. All right, let's see what the damage was. Because in the other articles they did not really gave us any indication that damage occurred, like it was all good. They just watched those 6 Kinzhals flying by and probably the 13 S-300s. So this article comes from the Kiev Independent. It is from 3 hours ago, so from the 9th of March 2023. Russian mass missile strike results in blackouts across Ukraine. Okay, I said that. I said it when I made the first video about the how do you call it, about the missile strike. They didn't give us, oh my God, there were it was a massive missile attack. Okay, that's all they gave us first. And they say, okay, no, there were 81 missiles. Okay, and then, oh, we shot down this many. And I said, well, we're going to find out in the next days probably how many oblasts were affected. And here we have, it says that a result of the nationwide blackouts and train delays, but power has already been restored to some areas and repair work is ongoing elsewhere. Ukraine's private energy company DTEK reported that parts of Kiev were temporarily without electricity following the latest Russian mass missile strike. According to DTEK, parts of Holosivsky, Solomiansky and Sviatorshnitsky districts of Kiev are still without power due to one of the power lines being overloaded. Okay, part of Odessa Oblast was without power last night as a result of the attacks. Repair crews from DTEK and Ukrenergo are on the side of critical energy infrastructure that was targeted in the attack. Electricity will be rationed according to location-specific schedules available. Okay. Governor Oleg Sinehubov said on national television that 70% of the electricity supply has been restored in Kharkiv Oblast. Residents of the city, as well as those in Kharkiv, Chuhuhiv, Bababam, remain without power, but according to the governor, power supply is expected to be restored within the next 2 to 3 hours. It says here that 73 trains that are currently en route to destinations, 12 are delayed by 60 minutes or more, and another 3 by 30 minutes or more. Additionally, Ukraine's nuclear energy company Energoatom said that the last line of communication between the Russian-occupied Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in the town of Enerhodar and the Ukrainian power system was cut off as a result of Russian attacks early in the morning of March 9th. According to the Energoatom, the plant has gone into blackout mode for the 6th time since being occupied by Russian troops in March 2022. So that's one article. The other article is more informative. And it comes from Ukrainska Pravda from the same date, March 9th, 2023. Russian missiles damaged energy facilities in 8 regions last night. Ukraine Prime Minister Zmyhal tell us. As a result of missile attacks by Russia on the night of 8 to 9 March, energy production and distribution facilities were damaged in 8 regions. So it must be that the Russians were successful somewhere. Denis Zmyhal, Prime Minister of Ukraine. And I'm quoting, "Today Russian terrorists launched another large-scale attack against Ukraine. Mainly the energy system of Ukraine was targeted. They tried to destroy it again and failed again." How in the hell you failed when 8 regions of Ukraine are have problems? Okay, well, it depends. Maybe you expected more than that. The energy system remained intact. Temporary electricity shutdowns might happen in some areas since energy production and distribution facilities were damaged in 8 regions. The energy stuff is working, like you, huh? Repair brigades are working. Efforts are concentrated on resuming the supply of electricity in the city of Kharkiv. End quote. Okay, my man. Whatever you say. Details. Missile attacks were also launched against civilian infrastructure. That goes without saying, man. There are casualties among civilians. Zmyhal stressed that Russia must be punished for these crimes. Yep. Background. Let's see what happened here. Russia fired 81 missiles of various types at Ukraine, and their air defense units shot down 34 out of 48 cruise missiles fired on the night of 8 to 9 of March. As a result of this large-scale missile attack, the city of Kharkiv was left without electricity, water, and heat. 40% of Kiev's residents were left without heating, and there were restrictions on electricity supply in the city of Odessa and Odessa Oblast. In Kiev Oblast, emergency shutdowns of electricity were introduced, but they were quickly cancelled. In addition, due to the attack by Shakheds, the city of Zhytomyr experienced power outages. Electric transport was stopped there, and the city was left without water. Russian forces have attacked Dnipropetrovsk Oblast with drones and missiles. Yes, last night I had a problem with Dnipropetrovsk. It was, they hit the city of Dnipropetrovsk. Here's the Oblast, but I know there's a city, Dnipropetrovsk as well. In Zaporozhye Oblast, 5 missiles hit a critical infrastructure facilities. 5 missiles. That's high rate right there. In Odessa Oblast, missiles hit an energy infrastructure facility and residential buildings were damaged. There were also hits on the energy facilities in Ivano-Frankivsk Oblast. In Lviv Oblast, houses were destroyed and 5 people, this is in the west, by Poland. Hello, Poland. They might visit you. I hope not, but keep your mouth as you keep it open and loud, and maybe they will make some mistakes, but with some nuclear warheads. These guys are just getting tired, but we'll see. I hope not, right? In Lviv Oblast, houses were destroyed and 5 people were killed, but the missile attack did not affect the energy situation in the oblast. So there were damages, and they were substantial. If you have, 8, 9 areas, regions affected, Kharkiv, Kiev, Lviv, and others, and Odessa attacked, well, this is a sign that Russia ran out of missiles again. Probably these were all hot because they were taken from the production lines, assembly lines and production lines yesterday, last night. At 10 o'clock they got them out ready to go. All right, this is the damage reported at this time by the Ukrainians. Is it more than that? I don't know. I'm suspecting it is, because you're not going to say, they, as Zmyhal said, they failed. It doesn't sound to me that they failed. Maybe they didn't, succeed to the level that maybe they anticipated, or maybe they did succeed and you don't tell us that. That's another possibility/probability. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.